Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and this is my first time ever doing face cam, so this is kind of weird, and I'm looking at myself, but I should be looking at the camera. This is the first time that I've ever done like a YouTube video with a camera. I'm used to it on stream, but it's like super weird making a video because I can't stop looking at my OBS, so it's kind of weird, but this is just gonna be like kind of an update video in regards to what's happening on the channel. I'm doing these like pretty much on a monthly basis at this point. This is how easy it is to like mess up a video with like the slip of one word. It's actually insane. But I'm making these update videos like once a month just to kind of keep you guys updated with what's happening in the Warframe universe whenever it comes to like my channel pretty much, because like this is like the hub of Warframe guides, I guess you could say. So, with Fortuna coming out and then the Melee 3.0 changes and stuff like that, I'm going to be making a lot of guides. So I'm constantly thinking of different ways to kind of like make it easy for you guys to kind of digest guide content and make it easy for you guys to kind of understand, right? So my current thought process is with the next iteration of beginner guides, whatever it may be, it'll be out like as soon as possible whenever Melee 3.0 comes out, and then also Fortuna. So once we get both of those updates, that's whenever you're going to start to see either beginner guides 2018 or 2019, depending on when we get that stuff. You guys are also going to notice that on the channel, the replay through is being continued. I'm probably going to be doing that with face cam in them, like from now on sort of thing, because I am using facecam on stream and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to be making a lot more weapon build guide videos, because I've seen a lot of people searching for weapon builds in the past few months and just like seeing horrible builds, like people using hammer shot, ang fang, fusillade on a Tibron with no elements just because they have a good rhythm, which is actually insane. And then I have some people like, recommending very weird builds to me on stream as well, like using Argon Scope plus bladed rounds over your elements and just completely neglecting elements, which is actually pretty bad, because then it stops like your damage from scaling up. Like if you're fighting armored enemies, like you're not applying corrosive procs to enemies, so you're not reducing their armor, which means your damage is going to fall off a lot sooner. So in the long run, using that type of build, sure, you might be getting a little bit more damage versus enemies that don't have armor, but versus those armored enemies, your damage is going to fall off very, very fast. And I always teach people to mod for the hardest content in the game, because that just makes it, at least in my opinion, a lot more straightforward. Because whenever you know how to mod for the hardest content, then you know how to mod for the easiest content as well. And even at that, if you're just modding for the hardest content, then the easiest content becomes even easier, because you're just kind of steamrolling things. So that all being said, that is when beginner guides is going to continue. The weapon guides, I'm actually going to be sitting and making those today, and then those will be coming out on like a weekly basis. The umbral guides are still happening as well, all the umbral builds for my Warframe. However, I will say like umbral builds are kind of just something for players who have like a bunch of leftover forma, and at that point you probably don't want to like watch a video about an umbral build guide, because you probably already have like your own specific builds that you gravitate towards and stuff like that, because you're already an experienced player, because you have a bunch of forma like left behind or just sitting around in your inventory type of thing. So those are just for newer players to kind of like, if you have a favorite frame and you want to like mod your favorite frame in an over-the-top way, then this is the build that I personally would use type of thing. And I understand that umbral builds aren't necessarily everybody's like, I guess, go-to thing, because not everybody wants an umbral build. You just want to like, oh, I just want something that will kill stuff, and I want to get there like with the easiest route possible, right? I want like as minimum forma as possible on my build and stuff like that, like low investment type of stuff. And yeah, stuff like that. So other than that, like there's gotta be more build guides for weapons, more of their umbral build videos. People want me to do fashion frame, but I mean, I'm not that good at fashion frame, my opinion anyway, because like mostly like red, black, white, or blue, black, white, or purple, black, white, or something. But just kind of expect more diverse content coming up on the channel as well whenever it comes to Warframe. And I'm also going to be taking a plunge into Destiny 2, Division 2, Anthem, stuff like that. Hopefully making guide content for those videos, or those games, sorry. That probably makes more sense. But you know, this, like I said, this is how easy it is to mess up a video with like one or two like flips of your words, right? Like if you're trying to record like let's say everything you need to know about series, because that is a series that I'm still working on. It's just finding the time to do it. Like I'm not in college anymore, so you'd think that I would have more time, but it actually worked in the opposite way. I actually have a lot less time because I'm doing a lot more stuff. So that's a thing. But everything you need to know about guides will be coming back. I just need to kind of get myself into that weekly rotation. I'm thinking about maybe taking 2 days a week off streaming to work on videos rather than just 1 day a week, because then that way it gives me kind of that leeway to kind of also be a human being instead of being like a 24/7 working machine on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, everything you need to know about series is coming back. I'm going to be doing Destiny 2 content. Forsaken DLC is actually coming out tomorrow, and I'm planning on live streaming that on Twitch after my 4 hours of Warframe. So I'm going to do 4 hours of Warframe in the morning tomorrow, and then I'm going to be doing Forsaken for the rest of the day whenever it does happen to come out. So I probably, like, if it comes out at 9 in the morning, then that'll work out. But if it comes out at 9 o'clock at night, then that'll be for Wednesday type of thing. So I didn't actually look at if it was AM or PM. That might be a big whoopsie on my part. But Destiny 2 content coming up in the channel. I'm going to be posting that Forsaken gameplay, like a full playthrough of it with facecam and stuff like that, just so you guys can sort of decide for yourself whether or not like spending the $35 to $60 on Forsaken will be worth it. Because Destiny, in my opinion, is a game that kind of complements Warframe. Whenever you run out of things to do in Warframe, then jumping into Destiny, like, it's a fun, casual, chill grind type of thing. So, you know, I like the game for that reason, and it also reminded me a lot about how important community events and stuff are, because we don't have raids anymore in Warframe, right? So, you know, going to Destiny where raids and public events and stuff like that is the focus, it reminded me on how important like community gameplay or community events in Warframe are very, very important to sort of like, you know, having an active community on both Twitch and YouTube, because like it can just like lead to some funny things happening, right? I remember back whenever we used to do raids, we had this one guy called Milo, and he would like on purpose like join our lobbies, and he would act really dumb, like he didn't know what he was doing in the raids, but he actually did know, and he was just throwing them on purpose. And like, it sounds like a shitty thing to do, but it was actually really hilarious. So, you know, there's that. So there is Destiny 2 Forsaken. We're going to be doing a playthrough of that. We're also going to be doing guides for Destiny as well. Some videos, like if you've never like got into Destiny before, that's going to be something that I'm covering. And then come February and March next year, that is when the Division 2 and Anthem are coming out. Now, I will be playing the beta for those games, but it's going to be very, very hard to judge those games based off their betas, right? Because whenever it comes to shooter looters and stuff like that, really what matters is the end game. Of course, the single player or the campaign experience is important as well, like for people who are spending like $60, which is how much this game is going to cost. But it would be a lot different if these games were free to play. But, you know, for me, it really lies on how good the end game is going to be. And I don't know how good or bad Division 2 or Anthem is going to be in terms of end game and stuff like that. So I'm going to be playing them. I'm going to be uploading them to my channel in the form of playthroughs. And then if it's worth it, we'll do guides for them and stuff like that, like how to get certain weapons, or if it needs one, like a full entire beginner's guide, because I'll be able to take from, you know, the playthrough and stuff like that, and then use clips from that to kind of like make guide content for you guys to help you guys get into, you know, both of those games or whatever games that we happen to pick up on the channel. But yeah, with beginner's guides this year, whenever it comes to Warframe, expect it to be one of the most comprehensive beginner guides that you're going to see on YouTube, and that is something that I'm working very, very hard on. I've actually started scripting already, and like I said, come Fortuna's release, and as soon as Melee 3.0 is out, expect the video to come out on that day or a few days later, and then the series being continued on a weekly basis. So you're going to get one beginner guide per week whenever it comes to Warframe. And then on top of that, like, it's going to be like very well explained. Like, I'm putting a lot of effort into making it so it sort of appeals to all types of learners, so audio, visionary, kinesthetic, stuff like that. If I can do kinesthetic, it'll be more like just, hey, go do this thing, like go upgrade your mod or whatever, that type of thing. So scripting it in a way that makes it easy for all types of learners to understand, and also like making assets. I'll put one up on the screen now, which will basically make it like really clear as to what I'm talking about, and it'll sort of display like explaining damage, or explaining how this mob works, or explaining how this Warframe works, and stuff like that in a really clear way, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. But the idea with it is to provide a path for players so they can get to end game and then really do whatever they like, type of thing. So yeah, that is pretty much it. And then whenever it comes to like the meta changing and stuff like that, I mean, that's why I do the beginner guides every year. So this game changes up a lot. But yeah, if you have any other questions about Warframe or Destiny 2 and its Forsaken DLC, jump into my live stream on Twitch. I stream Tuesday to Sunday from 9 a.m. BST up until 5 p.m. BST or GMT, depending on what time of year it is. So yeah, you can find me there. You can ask me any questions, implying I see it, because sometimes chat can go pretty fast. Or you can leave a comment on this video, or ask me a question over Discord. Just ask me the question straight away. Don't bother saying hello, because if I see a message that just says hello, chances are, because of how many messages I get, I won't be able to just respond to people saying hello. Just ask me the question like straight up, and then I'll most likely respond, because I know what it is that you want, and then I can like think of a response there and then whenever I read it. But yeah, expect more weapon review videos, expect more Umbral build guides, expect more how to farm videos, expect how to farm videos for Destiny, Division, Anthem, expect playthroughs, expect the replay through, expect beginner guides, and expect more content coming whenever Fortuna comes out for Warframe. And I'm also working on a website and merchandise for you guys, so that'll be cool as well. The website will consist of all of those games that I just listed, and helpful content on there, and laid out in a way for everybody to understand. So that's a thing that I'm working on. I'm a pretty busy guy. It's kind of insane. Hope you guys enjoy the addition of face cam into the videos as well, because this is new for me, this is new for you. This is the first time I've used face cam in a YouTube video. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button below, and if you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.